Welcome everyone. Today I'm going to discuss about nanotechnology. This is very important right now. So for this nanotechnology, nanometrics is a unit of length in the metric system equal to 1 billions of metric ton. Technology is a making uses and knowledge of tools, machines and techniques in order to solve a problem or perform a specific function. Definition: nanotechnology is the study of manipulating matter on an atomic scale. Nanotechnology refers to the construction and engineering of the functional system at very micro level, or we can say at atomic level. A nanotechnology is 1 billions of a meters, roughly the wide of 3 or 4 atoms. The average human hair is about 25,000 nanometers wide. The first ever concept was presented in 1959 by the famous professor of physics Dr. Richard P. Feynman, inventor of the screening turning microscope in 1981 and discoverer of fluorescence C60 in 1985 lead to the emerging of the nanotechnology. The term nanotechnology had been coined by Nario Taniguchi in 1974. There is plenty of room at the bottom. The early 2000s also saw the beginning of the commercial applications of nanotechnology, although these were limited to the bulk applications of nanometers. Silver Nano platform for using silver nano application as an antibacterial agent, practicals based transparent sunscreens, and carbon nanotubes for stain resistant textile. Macro, micro, nano. Present 2 billions apples, 80 million semens, and 5 millions nm. Diameters of human hair 75,000 nm. Callus the eye care 10,000 nm. Bacteria 2000 nm. Big balls 1 mm. DNA 2 nm. Diameters of carbon nature 1.3 nm. Timetable: passive instructions, dispersed and contract nanostructures, exam aerosols, collocyte, producing incorporating nanostructures, coatings non-practice, rainforest compost, structures, metals, polymers, ceramics. Active nanostructure, bioactive, health effective, physiochemical active, system of nanosystem, guide assembly, 3D networking, and new hierarchical architecture, robots, evolutions, molecular non-system, molecular devices by the design, atomic design, emerging function. Tools and technology. There are several important modern developments: the atomic force microphone AFM, the scanning tunnel microphones are screening probes, the launching the nanotechnology. Various technology of nanolithography such as optical lithography, X-ray lithography, nanolithography, electric beams lithography. Lithography is a MEMS context in typical the transfer of a pattern in a photosensitive material by selective exposure to a radiation source such as light. Carbon nanotubes. Carbon nanotubes are all trophs of carbon with cylinder nanostructures. They have length of diameters ratio of up to 132,000. Nanotubes are member of the fluorescence structure family. Their name is the divert from the long halo structure with the wall formed by the one atomic sheets of carbon called graphines. Properties: highest strength of to weight ratio, help in creating lightweight spacecraft, easily penetrate members such as cell walls, help in cancer treatments. Electrical resistance change significantly when other molecules attach themselves to the carbon atoms, help in developing sensor that can detect chemical weapon. Carbon nanotubes. Application: stones build sports, incorporation using in CNT in making dicycle components. Xenevex technology using CNT for manufacturing of the lightweight board, replacing transistors from the silicon chips as they are small and aimed late heats in electric carbon and wires in solar cells in fabrics. Quantum dots. Nanodots are one morphe of nanoscale objects. Dimension range from 1 to 100 nm. They may be synthesized from metals to semiconducting materials. A combination of lights act as shape control agent and bond to different feeds at the nanorods with different strength. This allows different factor of the nanorod to grow at different rates production and elongate objective uses the display technologies because the reflectives of the rod can be changed by either changing their orientation with an applied electric fields in microelectronic systems in cancer therapies. Nanobots, close to scales of 10 nines, largely research and development phase. Nanobots is 1.5 nanometer across, capable of counting specific molecules in a chemical sample. Since nanorobots would be microscopic in size, it would probably be necessary for very large number of them to work together to perform microchips and microscopic tasks capable of replacing using environment resource application, detecting of toxic component in environment in drug delivery, biomedical instrument. Applications in nanotechnology, bottom up. In the bottom up approach, different materials and devices are constructed from molecular component of their own. They chemically assemble themselves by recognizing the molecules of their own bread. Example of molecular self-assembly are Watson-Crick based pairing nanolithography. Top-down. In top-down approach, nano-objective and materials are created by the large entity without bounding its atomic relations. Usually top-down approaches is practiced less and compared to the bottom-up approach. Solid-state techniques can also be used to create devices known as nanoelectronical system or NEMS, which are related to microelectromechanical systems or MIMS. MIMS become practice once they could be fabricated using modified semiconductor device fabrications technology normally used to make electronic zinc codes, a direct repellent, hydrophobics, cosmetics and stress resistance, silver ion, healthy property, aluminum, silicates, search resist, gold ion, chip fabrication, drug delivery. Applications of nanotechnology, innovation applications, energy, medicine, nanotechnology, nano device, optical energy, defense and security, bioenergy, cosmetics, nanofabrics, nanotechnology in drugs provide new options for drug delivery and drug therapies, enable drug to deliver to persistently the right locations in the body and release drug does on a predetermined schedules for optimal treatment. Attach the drug to a nanosized carrier. They become localized at the disease site, cancer tumors. They realize medicine that kills the tumors. Current treatment is through radiotherapy and chemotherapy. Nanobots can clear the blockage in arthritis. Nanotechnology in fabrics. The properties of familiar materials are being changed by manufacturers who are adding nano-sized components to conventional materials to improve performance. For example, some clothing manufacturers are making water and stain repellent parent cloth using nano-sized whisker in the fabric that cause water to break up in the surface. In manufacturing bulletproof jackets, making spill and drink resistance, antimicrobials and antibacterial fabrics. Nanotechnology in mobile. Morph, a nanotechnology received devices developed by the Nokia Research Centers and the University of Cambridge. The Morph will be super hydrophobic, so making it extra dart repels. It will be able to change itself from available light source using photovioletic nanowire glasses covering its surface. Nanoscale electronics also allow stretching. Nokia NV says that a nanoscale smells of fabrics will allow our mobile devices to be blend, scratch, and bolt into any number of conceivable shape. Nanotechnology in electronics. Electrodes made from nanowires enable flat panel displays to the flexible as well as thinner than current flat panel display. Nanography is used for fabrications of chips. The transistors are made of nanowires that are assembled of glass or thin film of flexible plastic. E-paper displays on sunglasses and map on car windows. Nanotechnology in compass. The silicon transistors in your computers may be replaced by transistors based on carbon nanotubes. A carbon nanotube is a molecule in a form of a hollow cylinder with a diameter of around a nanometers, which consists of pure carbon. Nanorods is a upcoming technology in the display techniques due to less consumption of electricity and late heat emissions. Size of the microprocessor are reduced to greater extent. Researchers in North Carolina State University said that growing array of magnetics nanoparticle called nanodots. Hewlett Packard is developing a memory devices that use nanowires coated with the titanium dioxide. One group of this nanowire is disposite parallel to another group. When a perpendicular nanowire is laid over a group is of parallel with or is as intersections, a device called memory stores is formed. A a memorist be used in single component memory cell in a integrated circuit. By reducing the diameters of nanowires, researchers believe memo, uh, memory chips can achieve highly memory density than flash memory chips. Magnetic nanowires made of alloy of iron and nickels and being used to create dense memory devices. Chip produced by Intel before I series processor were between 65 nm to 45 nm. Later, with the help of nanotechnology, 22 nm chips were made, which itself is milestone. Advantage of using carbon nanotubes: faster and smaller. Carbon nanotubes can be used to provide smaller and faster components. This will also result in computer that consumes less energy. High speed and the high capacity memories allow circuits to be more accurate on the atomic levels. Other cutting tools made of nano crystalline material such as tungsten carbons, tantalum carbons, and titanium carbons. Silver nanocrystal have been embedded in balance in 2 kilo bacteria and prevent infection. Nanopractice based synthesis bonds aerogels lighting known solid due to good insulting properties is used in space suits and are proposed to use in spacecraft. Nanotechnologies in India, there is a big markets. IIT Bombay, there have different kind of projects possible for the future. Nanotechnology may be make it possible to manufacture lighter, stronger, and programmable materials require less energy to produce than conventional material. Promise greater fuel efficiency in land transportation, ship, aircraft, and space vehicles. This would be an entire nanosurgical field to help carve everything. And most importantly, pitfalls of the nanotechnologies. Bottom line, the next big things is really small. So there are different kind of reference and other things we can follow up with that. From a research paper, I just want to share few of the historical aspects of nanotechnology, and which will help us to understand how nanotechnology actually help us to grow the economy in an effective way. So if we go to the nanotechnology futures, this is the articles Hulao, S. Sahu, and A.W. Hayes. What the humans' dreams and imaginations often give rise to the new technology and science. Nanotechnology, a 21st century frontier, was born out of Esa's dream. Nanotechnology defined as the understanding and control of matter at dimension between 1 to 100 nm, where unique phenomena enable noble application. Although human exposure to nano particles has occurred through human history, it dramatically increased during the Industrial Revolution. The study of nanopractice is not new. The concept of nanometer was first proposed by Richard Mondi, the 1952 Nobel Prize laureate in chemistry. He coined the term nanotechnology, explicit the characteristics, practice, size, and he was the first to measure the size of the practice such gold coins using a microscope. So these are the way different kind of nanotechnology, especially they are actually taking the positions, and by this way they are growing these things in an effective way. So we have to understand the new ventures of this nanotechnology. We have to understand how we can grow our economy. We have to understand how we can make an effective things in our economy. If you have any kind of question regarding that, you can directly communicate with us. Thank you everyone.